Something feels odd here. Be on your guard. I wonder what Hilganquil civilization was like at its zenith.
I can imagine that'd be something you'd take an interest in.
There's no question it must have been advanced, like none either world has ever seen. We could surely stand to learn a thing or two from such a people.
I get that you're itching to delve into its history, but we've got bigger fish to fry right now.
Put a pin in it, and you can do all the research you want when you retire.
I can think of worse things than a retirement dedicated to research. As for whether Rena is amenable to an aging specimen...
It's a little early to be giving it serious thought just yet.
A man can dream, though. A man can dream.
Oh, we didn't say there's anything wrong with dreaming.
In your case, Dohalim, dreams have a habit of spiraling into something else.
You'll need to stay with us for now, though. You're too helpful to let retire.
Why do I feel this is less of a compliment and more of an ultimatum?
Just a friendly suggestion.
Hey! Hey, I just realized something!
Is this about dinner last night? I didn't realize those ingredients were off.
What? No! I mean, wait, you fed us rotten food?
Rinwell, the point.
Oh, yeah, right. So I was thinking about those armored soldiers we've seen. There are regular Renans inside them, right?
Yeah, they're designed to make whoever's wearing them stronger. At least, I think that's the idea.
Right. So it kind of begs the question then, why are they made so huge?
I don't know, makes them more intimidating, I guess? Or maybe all that tech wizardry inside takes up a lot of space.
You don't think it's weird how the armored soldiers are the exact same height as the Helganquil?
Can't say I'd ever noticed it till now. And?
Connect the dots, Law!
Okay, let me get this straight. You think the armored suits might have originally been designed to allow Renans to work alongside the Helganquil?
Huh. But if that's true, what would that mean?
It would mean... just that, I guess. But still, don't you think it's kind of interesting?
Not hugely. Hey, Kisara, well, I've got you. What's on tonight's menu? Because I was thinking, maybe meat?
Get him, Hoodle.
What did I do?
Oh, now you want to listen. Keep pecking, Hoodle!
Ow! Seriously, what the hell? You know, guys, when you think about it, we've taken out a lot of Zeugles. Like, a whole lot.
You can say that again. If one thing's for certain in this world, it's that wherever we go, we'll always end up bumping into them.
Isn't it weird that they're still so plentiful? You don't think the Renans have, like, a ranch where they breed them, do you?
Certainly in all of my years, I've never heard of them constructing such a massive facility on Dahna, let alone up in Lenegis.
The only thing I can think of, then, is that the feral ones must be reproducing on their own.
There's also no organized effort on our part to hunt them down, so it's difficult to fully exterminate them.
Exterminate them? Whoa, don't you think that's maybe a little harsh?
What do you mean?
Zeugles originally used to be living creatures native to Dahna and Rena, right? Being genetically modified isn't their fault.
You're right. Zeugles were only created because of us Renans. We altered the original creatures to suit our own ends.
First, people made Zeugles, and then we let them go. And now we're trying to kill them because they're a threat. They really have only seen the very worst, huh?
I hope we find a way to be able to live side by side with them one day.
It's a nice thought, but they attack towns and cities. What else are we supposed to do?
Aside from the strays that have gone wild, it's worth remembering that Renans are able to keep them somewhat under control.
If we had distinct territories that didn't overlap, that might reduce the danger they pose.
Well, I guess when you look at it that way, maybe people and Zeugles aren't so different after all. Looks like we've warped into that pit of astral energy.
Helganquil!
Guess they don't need their Red Woman disguises anymore.
Wait, can you understand us?
It's no use. We're not going to get through to them.
So they really are being controlled. In that case, we've got no choice.
I knew there was something off here!
They're not pulling punches. We have no choice but to beat them at their own game.
Illuminate the dark! Eat them!
As impressive as always.
Here I hope there isn't proof.
No, I mean, you're even better than ever. I've never seen Sion actually look flustered.
Victory is within reach. Light burst forth!
Radiant Citizen! You don't mess around. Pierce evil!
Certainly not.
Get on in there! Lightning condemned! Thunder blade! Annihilation!
Flamin' fire is yours to be let free! Rending you apart! Bloody hollow!
Alphen,
I can't forgive them for what they've done, but I hate killing them. They don't even know why they're fighting. How does that even make them any different from the Dahnan slaves?
Perhaps. However, if we don't make a choice, the guilt of not doing anything will be that much worse.
Yeah, I know. I hate for it to be like this. But if it happens again, you won't find me hesitating to act.
I wonder if we're going to get attacked again.
If we lose... Tart now. This whole mission is over. We have to stay the course.
I thought there'd be more dirt and rocks and stuff underneath the hollowed ocean, but it's all artificial.
I would imagine they're remnants left behind by the Helganquil, seeing as there's little actual land remaining.
It's incredible. Do you think it stretches all the way down to the center of the planet?
Hey, these guys built Lenegis, remember? He probably did this in a weekend.
If they had the power to create things like this, did they really only use those immense capabilities to serve the Great Spirit? Or rather, was that the only use the Great Spirit let them use their capabilities for? We haven't seen anyone here except Helganquil. Looks like this place really is their home planet.
The true citizens of Rena. What a shame that they have become nothing more than puppets to the Great Spirit. To think of the promise their accomplishments once held. They had the potential to be great indeed.
Do you think we could have got along with them? You know, if we had met under different circumstances. Like
all of us, you mean? I suppose it's difficult to say for sure. We don't even know if they would see us as being on an equal level with them or not.
I think we may have had the chance once, before the Renan Great Spirit came along and changed everything.
You and Alphen both share an optimism. A strong willingness to believe in hope.
Do you think that's foolish?
On the contrary, I should like to take a leaf from your book myself. In tragedy's aftermath, hope is all we have.
Just look at the size of that thing. The Helganquil's technology certainly is impressive. And they don't seem to do things by halves either. In the past 300 years. No, even before that. Just how many people, Renan or Dahnan, do you think have ever seen this?
regarding the past 3 centuries at least, I'd say there's a good chance that we're the first. Also, while I get that it's impressive and all, I'm just amazed you're still standing around gawping at it at a time like this. Sometimes I wonder about your priorities.
I can understand where he's coming from. More to the point, does anyone know where it leads?
What do you mean where it leads? To the center of the planet, of course.
And that doesn't strike you as sounding just a little bit, oh, I don't know, far? There has to be a quicker way to get there, right?
Yeah. With all this technology at their fingertips, it seems pretty unlikely that they'd make that kind of journey on foot. There must be some kind of device somewhere. Let's see if we can figure out how to use it.
Borrow one of their contraptions? You're either brave or out of your mind.
If it works for them, there's no reason it wouldn't for us. Why make things harder for ourselves?
You know what he's like, Law. Once he gets an idea in his head, there's no talking him out of it.
Is this a dead end?
It appears this whole room functions as an elevator. That apparatus there is likely what's used to control it.
I wonder how the Renans avoided being mind-controlled like the Helganquil. Do you think it might have something to do with the fact that they were originally Dahnans?
I'd say it's likely. Which is pretty ironic when you think about it.
Ironic?
The Renans have committed grave injustices against the Dahnans. But it was all of their own volition, not because they were being controlled. Now, it turns out they themselves were once Dahnans too.
Which must mean that the root of their evil isn't the Great Spirit, but something inherent in all of us. Our free will.
Now hang on, though. It was that same free will that allowed Xion and Dohalim to choose to fight alongside us. Without it, we wouldn't have been able to beat hatred and forge all those connections we've made. Free will is what saved us, right?
Law's entirely right. In any case, it certainly can't hurt to look on the bright side every now and then.
Yeah. Where there's hope, there's a way.
What'd he say?
He said, without a doubt.
What the? Where did they come from?
Less worry, more action. Concentrate.
Flaming thrust!
Glacial spear. Pierce
I can shatter any steel!
Freeze lancer. So weak.
Fine.
Quit pushing yourself and get more sucrose?
Keep calm and take them down.
Try this! You're mine! Raining blast!
We've turned the tables on it.
There are still more left.
Right. No time to hold back.
Holy Land!
Rising Falcon! Take this! We did it!
As a reinforcement,
Ha! Be still!
Lightning orbs! Mega ray!
Rising Falcon! Raining blast!
Elusive deity!
More?
you fight better at a distance. The further away, the better. You and I both.
Escape my judgment!
Can't get out of this! Here I come!
Ray!
Lightning thrust! Mystic mercy! Rising Falcon! I'm ready!
Sorry, I didn't want to put you out.
Healing my friend.
I'm merely doing what I can to help.
We did it!
Glad you're on up.
Rising Falcon! Raining slash! Negative gate!
Divine
Be
streak!
still!
Here I go!
Strike!
Help this! I'm all stopped up!
Take it! Crescent flash! Dazzle! On your knees!
None shall escape my
I'm not
blade
done!
with the wind!
It's over! We did it! One more!
I'll be saving this one!
Strike! Elusive deity!
Firmament
Sword rain
render!
outward!
Glacial spear!
Now!
Here's evil!
Here I come!
Arrow squall! I can do this ice
Take it!
laser!
I'll face you! Raining more!
Here I go.
Raining slash! Elusive deity! You're mine! Escape!
Divine
We did it!
streak!
My turn! They smite today! Blade!
Lunar corruption!
You're mine!
Gemini Aqua! Annihilation!
Incineration wave!
Firmament
Water
render!
blade!
Annihilation!
Infernal torrent!
You made quick work of them.
I have plenty of tricks up my sleeve, young lady.
I hope to see them sometime.
Incineration wave! Here I come!
Holy Land! I'm all
No
stopped up!
escape!
Mega ray! Searing flame!
Bestow
May a thousand gales tear you to shreds! Silky nail! None shall escape my
away.
judgment!
Take this! Thank you! Sword rain outward!
Carve now!
I'm ready! Hey! Blow them away!
Illuminate the dark! I'll heal you all!
Can you take it?
Healing circle!
Why'd you heal me?
Well, looky here.
Even in such a harsh environment as this, there are still creatures here?
You think they're native to Rena? Or could they be Zeugles somehow?
Whatever they are, they're dangerous. Watch yourselves around them. You think that pit stretches all the way to Rena's core?
That's true. And if we go down, we should find the Great Spirit.
This will be a delicious piece of cake.
I shall ensure you survive this.
More for the stockpile.
So thy mystic mercy.
These ones can run rings around us.
Another incantation ruin. Here I go. I'll grind you into dust.
We did it!
As impressive as always.
Leave the ensnaring to me.
Sword Rain Alpha!
I'm ready. Rinwell, light burst forth.
Radiant Genesis! You don't mess around.
Certainly not.
Blow away!
We can really make weapons with this?
Let's dispose of the trash. My natural defenses are fading. I'm a sitting duck.
Retreat from the saddle.
Retreat? I would
Not
never.
today!
Your reflexes will not serve you well here.
Elusive deity! Raining flash! I'm not done! I'll take you all on! Sword Rain Alpha!
Another incantation ruin.
I owe you one.
Prepare to be sealed on fleet of foot. Actually, perhaps the pound is more appropriate.
Let's pop in more doing. In here.
Sword Rain Alpha!
Negative gate. Victory is within reach.
Dig deep, and we can do this.
Press it further.
Incineration Wave! Crush! Blow away! Raining circle!
Pull my parts together.
Blow away!
No further.
Divine Streak!
Raining slash!
Can you take it? The tempest engulfs you. Waving strike yours to be let free. Rending you apart.
Magic is there!
Blow away! You picked the wrong fight!
On your corruption! By the power of water!
Raining slash! Blow away! Raining slash! Blow away!
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
I think I'm getting stronger. Looks like... some solid equipment.
These structures don't look like anything built by the Renans, or even what we saw in the Forbidden Zone.
Perhaps this is the true architectural style of the Helganquil. Or perhaps the opposite, given their situation.
You mean like how some places favor building stuff with stone, while others rely on wood?
That's an interesting way of looking at it. I'll have to inquire with Hevrecht 35 about it sometime.
Get lost!
Here I come!
It's time!
Raining slash!
Like a power of water!
Sword Rain Alpha! Now! Strike! Raining Slash!
You got
Blow away!
You are in tip-top shape.
As soon as I'm done here.
How could a girl ever say no?
As impressive as always.
A victory for the ages.
Those thorns.
I'm not letting them get in our way!
This looks nice and tough.
Discourteous taunting.
Dance in the wind! Air lightning! Illuminate
Can you take it?
Holy lamp! Gemini Aqua! Careful! It has some kind of camouflage!
Portal Blade! Try this! Inferno Torrent!
Benediction light.
Ice Blade!
No art's being interrupted.
Blow away! Incineration Wave!
I'm coming down with something great.
A chronic inability to read the room.
A melody your arts cannot fix.
Sword Rain Alpha! Try this!
Violent darting wind! Carve now!
Rending Blast!
Crossblade!
Rising Phoenix!
Dance in the wind!
I could do without this pain.
Lightning! Stand natural energy! I'll fix you up!
Allow me to help.
Recover! Gale force!
Dragon Swarm!
Weapons! Lightning condemned!
Here I come!
Illuminate the
Blow away!
Holy lamp!
Raining Flash! Blow away! Raining
Lunar
Flash!
corruption!
Astral Burst!
That's my cue!
Try harder! Shut him down!
Here!
Take this!
Divine strength! I'll fix you up!
I'm ready! Slash!
Kitara frozen!
Hammer!
We are!
Undefeatable!
Unflappable!
Unfeasible.
And most of all, we're free! Sword Rain Alpha! My turn!
You're really, really strong, Alvin.
I'm just trying to do the best I can.
Still, it's reassuring to have you around.
As impressive as always.
Here I hope that was improving.
Well, am I improving?
Tremendously. The speed and precision of your aim is simply unmatched.
I had no idea you were watching me so closely.
The design of this equipment is really interesting.
You must really like it, Alvin. This will be a delicious piece of cake. Here goes. Dance in the
Benediction
wind.
light.
Sleep now. None shall escape my projectile.
Not today! Time to cross blades!
Magic advance.
Raining Flash! Incineration Wave!
On your knees.
Sword Rain Alpha! Try this!
Raging tempest.
Raining Flash!
Another incantation ruined.
Take this!
Freezing storm field.
Keep charging us!
That's what my shield's for. Get behind me.
Got it! I'll leave it to you! Flew away! Raining flash! Flew away! Raining
Lunar corruption! Back into the fray!
Negative flew away!
Into the shadows! Denied! Downfall! Here, let me help.
I'm ready, Alpha!
Get toasty!
Burn strike!
Nice. No scratches on my shield or my armor. Dispose of the trash.
Try harder! Here I am!
A spot of feast hunting, anyone? Take this!
Let's get you all tucked away.
Take this!
Recover!
I owe you one.
I don't feel like my usual self. You all right?
Let me handle this one.
So sorry to disappoint you.
Get on in there with the others.
Raining flash!
Does it hurt?
Burn it out! Here I come! Strike!
Prepare to be sealed, fleet of foot. Actually, perhaps bound is more appropriate.
Less talking, more doing.
A charge like that could easily be fatal.
Just as well, I'm here to stop. Far enough!
Rage in the game! Rage! Spread! Get into the wind!
Sword Rain Alpha! Time to let it rip! Sword Rain Alpha! Blended flash! Flew away!
Raging cascade!
Raining flash!
Leave the enemy's arms to me!
Do it!
Commander of Heaven!
Phoenix Cycler!
Heal!
Go time!
No escape!
Raging cascade!
Raining
Go time!
The flame inside me yearns to be let free!
Illuminate the
Take this!
I can't
Sword Rain Alpha!
No dawn shall break this night.
Blended flash!
Reflect on thy skin.
Dragon Sword!
Leave the chargers to
Naked
me!
the abyssal
Swallow
deep,
Blade!
for us a
Try
path.
this!
Shining Supernova! Raging cascade!
Rising Water! Rising Phoenix!
By the power of water!
Raining flash!
Thanks so much!
You must be tired of healing me. I'm merely doing what I can. Glad you're on out.
Field.
Not again!
Orbit
Escape! Flew away! Raining flash! Flew away! I'm ready! Flash!
Dohalim!
All yours, Kisara.
The heavens must be smiling.
got... some good equipment!
I can't say its appearance is to my tastes, personally.
Gotta break through!
Freezing storm!
Raining slash! Blow away!
Ice tornado! Divine streak!
Shockwave slash!
Elusive two heads! Raining spear! Lightning horn! Raging cascade!
Okay, here I go!
Striking you all tucked away! And again!
Blending slash!
Distinguished darkness!
Benediction light.
Divine! One more
Too
time!
fast!
Stand back. I'll trip it up.
Blow away! Incineration wave!
Dance on the wind.
You picked the wrong fight!
All the power of my
Eagle rage.
Resurrection! There you go! Don't let up! Raging cascade! Corruption! By the power of water!
Demon light.
Raining slash!
Eagle
Blow
rage.
away!
Shining supernova! Lethal spear! Here's the evil!
Raining
Eagle
slash!
rage!
I'm ready.
Astral energy!
Say no more!
Could have been worse. Retreat if you know what's good for you.
Negative gate! Resonate with the earth!
Destruction! Try this!
I think I'll pass on the hamster. Glacial spear! Here's evil! Now!
Shield.
This one's got your name on it!
Action to action. A merry distraction.
There's still more to go!
Rising falcon! Now! Here I come! Lightning thrust!
Don't stop in your death, Dahna. Then tonight's meal is on you. You've got...
Try harder to flaming sight! Yours to be let free!
So I'm ready.
Freezing
Totally!
storm!
In an instant! Impact block! Not a chance! I'm not done! Raining
Raging cascade!
Take this!
Field!
I'll stop its charge!
Thanks, Kisara!
Blow away! Incineration wave!
Holy land!
Raining slash! Blow away! Lunar storm! Raining slash!
Glacial spear! Here's the evil!
Blow away! We did it!
Here's a healing art! Do
Shockwave
it!
slash! Totally! In an instant! Impact block! We're a pretty lethal combination, aren't we?
What can I say? I had a good party.
That equip... should come in handy.
Hi, Hoodle! Show me what my art can do!
Benediction light.
Blow away! I'm not done! It can hide itself? Amazing! Blow away! Incineration wave! Okay, here I go! Blow away! Come on,
I'm
come
ready.
on!
Blow them away!
Sleep now.
Elusive deity! Taking pile driver!
Sword rain out!
Alpha! Destruction! Try this! Blending Flash! Blow away! Sword Rain Alpha! Burn!
Another incantation ruin.
Destruction!
Negative change. On your left.
Try harder! Now! Take this!
I'm going
No
to need
further.
to use all the power of my healing.
Bestow thy
Denied.
mystic mercy.
Radiant Pierce! Lightning Orb!
Thank you for the healing, Dahna.
Our comrades need our abilities to survive.
Right. No one is dying on our watch.
Our art is being interrupted. The enemy wields art too.
You'll soon see about that!
Flame inside me! Yours to be let free! Chill!
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
Am I on a roll or what?
Well, look who's in a bright and shiny mood.
What do you think this place was for?
What the hell? Are they asleep?
No, they appear to be well preserved. However, they are all dead.
Dead? So this is a mass grave?
Looks that way. However, none of them appear to be Helganquil.
Bear in mind that Renans were originally Dahnans, who were remade and sent to live on Lenegus. Knowing that, they would have needed a place to perform the procedure somewhere.
And that place is here, I assume.
So what you're saying is that all of these are Dahnan, or rather, Renan bodies?
Most likely, yes. It must have been abandoned for one reason or another.
There are so many of them. They were all taken away, but never given the chance to wake.
What is that thing?
Something we have to fight if we want to get across, it seems.
Be careful! It's huge!
What is... With all the huge lumbering beasts lately?
It's no ordinary zoo. That much is damn sure.
Watch yourselves. All bets are off when it comes to this thing. Strike! Strike! Try this! Blending Flash! Shuffling Flash! Try this!
What in the world?
Dohalim!
I'm alright.
Try this!
Still standing.
Whirling struggle.
Blending Flash! Raining Flash! Incineration!
Its head is its weak point? We'll need to bring it down somehow to hit it.
In that case, let's start with the one in the middle.
Blow away!
A whirling
Raining
struggle.
Flash! Eat dirt! Getting wildfire! Raining Flash! Blow away! Raining Flash! Rock up! Incineration wave! Crushing Flash! On your Sword Rain Alpha!
Thunder field.
A thrilling performance.
Lunar corruption. Art expert coming through. Power up.
Reflect on thy sins.
Searing
They
flare.
smite with
Lightning
blast.
Already.
Take this! Kisara! Commander of Heaven!
Phoenix Cyclone!
Strike! Void Flash! Strike! Strike!
Lunar corruption! Lunar
Rain
blast!
Flash!
I'm all stocked up!
Water! Snake of the official team. Burn in hell!
You must be tired of healing me.
I'm merely doing what I can.
Glad you're on us, Sylvain.
I'm almost impressed.
Our praise comes from you.
I said almost. Don't get carried away.
Incineration wave! No escape! Lightning thrust!
Vanquish darkness!
Need to pull myself together.
Release of deity! Strike! I'm knocked up!
Where are you going?
Everlasting touch!
Requires complete focus. Searing flame!
Force
Reload!
blast!
I'm out of ammo.
No such unadulterated feeling.
I'm ready! Red Heaving descent! Flashing fang!
The hell was that thing?
Probably something that was made here and somehow managed to survive, even after all this time. Not that there's any way of knowing now.
What's wrong?
Oh, I just suddenly found myself contemplating what might have happened to the sovereigns that were meant to emerge from the crown contests.
What do you mean?
You see, the winners of the past crown contests were all strong astral arts practitioners. Furthermore, that enemy we just fought appeared to be composed of several human bodies. It was certainly nothing one would find in nature.
You're saying those were the remains of the winners? That they forgot who they once were?
I'm merely saying it's a possibility.
That's absolutely gruesome. How long had the Helganquil been at this?
It was Rena's great spirit that made them do all of this. Anything to get its astral energy.
We're not gonna jump down, right?
I certainly hope not.
After hearing Dohalim's suggestion, I'm honestly not sure what to say.
I assure you all, I was merely stating the possibility.
So, looks like the Helganquil have been engineering Zeugles too. Why doesn't that surprise me at this point?
The creatures we've been encountering here have been a little different to what we're used to fighting, but I'm pretty sure they're Zeugles too.
Do you think they were engineered using creatures native to the area?
Indeed. However, based on the current circumstances, I would guess these Zeugles are all that's left of the planet's fauna now.
You mean, there might have been native owl species here once upon a time too?
We're back in that other room? Did the teleporter fail or something?
Something feels off about it.
Look! Everything's upside down!
The furnishings are, at least. No, you're right. The whole room's flipped on its head.
So what was once down is now up, and vice versa. I suppose the teleporter reversed our orientation then.
I guess this is the flip side of that pathway we were walking on just a little while ago.
This is crazy. Who knew such amazing technology existed?
Everything's topsy-turvy and that's...
Coming through!
Raging Cascade!
I'll face you!
This is gonna need all of us together!
Explosive ring!
The flashing part's their weak point! Healing circle! Let's get you all up to
Wide open!
it
Won't escape me!
Why'd you heal me?
To stop you dying?
Struck!
Lightning!
Not yet!
May 1,000 gales
Blow away! Begin! Raining soaring blast! Blow away! Begin! Blast! Come on! No escape! Sword rain alpha!
I'll stop it, thanks, Isara! Primed and ready!
Strike! Make it the official clear for us up
Damn it! Out of ammo! I'm all stopped up!
Begin!
Do it! Isara! Go for it!
Prepare to crumble!
That's what I like to hear.
What are those? They look like Shion's thorns, and with flowers too.
Not real ones, though. They're just like that flower growing out of Rena.
We must be getting close to the Great Spirit now.
Hey, Rinwell, what was that thing you said about how a little bit of Dahna's Great Spirit is inside all of us?
Right. That's why Dahna's Great Spirit is so much more diluted. Weak, even. Whether it was a choice so it didn't overpower others, or just the way it is anyone's guess.
If that's true, then wouldn't it mean Dahna's will could never form under natural conditions?
Yeah, sounds like that's probably the case.
So if Dahna exists within all of us, then what if something occurred that brought everyone's hearts and minds together as one? That unity could potentially act as Dahna's will.
You mean if everybody was, like, thinking the exact same thing at the exact same time? Come on, there's no way we could pull that off.
I know it's a long shot, but it might work.
Let's assume that's even possible for a second. Would it even be enough to fight back against Rena's Great Spirit?
If nothing else, it might be an option if we can't use the Rena Alma.
Things are different here than on the surface.
That shows how deeply we've ventured into Rena.
And how close we've come to the real enemy.
So here's a question. We came all this way to Rena on the assumption the Rena Alma's here, right?
Just don't say it, Law.
Yeah, but I'm just saying...
I said don't.
I can understand why you might be concerned, Law. But you need to remember that there are people it affects more directly than you.
Oh, sorry.
We've managed to make it this far believing. Losing faith now won't do us any good. We're better off focusing our anxiety elsewhere.
Such as?
The Great Spirit. If Hevrecht 35's to be believed, our enemy won't just be handing over the Rena's Alma to us. At least, not without a fight.
Not only that, but that same enemy just gulped down more than an entire world's worth of astral energy.
Point taken. It may be strange to say, but when I'm fighting, or at least know what needs to be done, it helps me a lot. I don't doubt myself as much. So thanks, both of you. The floor's on the ceiling and the ceiling's on the floor. This whole thing's making my head spin. Why would they even do something like this?
The Helganquil can bend life forms to suit their will. Nothing they could do at this point would surprise me.
The ceiling is on the floor. That doesn't weird you out?
What good is a team made up of members who all share the same opinions on everything? And besides, when you get to be at my ripe old age, one begins to consider it quite uncouth to show one's true emotions at times.
Oh, come on, Grandpa. You can't be that old.
The sands of time wait for none of us, lad.
Yeah, we'll see. Though at this rate, I guess I'll have to live long enough to get as old as you first, huh?
You will. And when the time comes, I look forward to hearing you change your tune on the matter.
This will be a delicious piece of cake! Glacial Spear! Pierce evil!
In the way! Deity!
Freeze
Rising
Blazer!
Falcon! Flew away!
I'm not so good with airborne targets.
Your arcs are more Sukos?
Keep calm and take them down!
No escape!
We illuminate the top! Blah, blah, blah! That's it! Holy Land!
I thought you were going to rest.
No escape! Slice! Soda! Slice!
There! Here goes! One more!
Raining slash!
Leave the enemy
I've
shark
been
to
hit
me!
with something!
No, even
here!
That's his limit.
Not feeling so great.
Go! Illuminate the
Slice!
Top force!
Force flash!
We've turned the tables.
More! Slice! Force flash! Slice!
Now!
Force flash!
Look sharp!
Lightning Tiger Blade!
Reinforcements?
Reflect
Lightning
your
Blade!
I'm not done!
Black and flame! Illuminate the blah, blah, blah!
Slice!
Holy Land!
Force flash! Execution! Slice!
Do it!
Force flash! Ignite!
Incoming! Annihilation! Now!
Raining slash! Swing left! Light burst forth!
Radiant Genesis! You don't mess around!
Not here, thank you.
Certainly not.
Flew away!
Healing circle!
I'm not done! Okay, here I go!
Please now! Mega Ray!
We did it! Not more!
Baby, this Spirit
Slice!
Flame! Reload!
Sword Rain Alpha!
Can you take it?
Shockwave Flash! Rush shot!
No,
Elusive Deity! Take this! Slice!
Do it!
Soda! More!
Look sharp!
Lightning Tiger Blade!
Illuminate the
More?
sun!
Here I come!
Holy Glimmer!
I'm not done!
Radiant
Slice!
Sun! Here! Holy
Force
Land!
Flash!
I'm out of ammo! One!
Rising Falcon! More? Flew away!
Do it! You are in
Dominate! In an instant! Impact Claw!
We work well together. Like a finely timed waltz.
Rising Falcon! Flew away!
Resonate with the earth. Stalagmite.
Sword Rain Alpha!
Permanent render!
Training Thrust! Slice!
Arrow Squall!
Sword Rain Alpha!
Rending you apart. Bloody hell.
Not more! It's over! Soda!
Crossblade! Dance in the wind! Sleep now! Let's get you all tucked away! Glacial Spear!
Slice!
Pierce evil!
Searing Gale!
Bestow thy mystic
As impressive as always.
Here I hope that was improved.
No, I mean you're even better than ever. I've never seen Sion actually
Do
look
Not
flustered.
sharp anymore.
Light burst forth.
Radiant Genesis!
It was a close thing.
This'll make us even more formidable.
The Zoogles here are putting up a real fight.
That just goes to show how important this place is.
Or perhaps they simply thrived freely here.
The astral energy here is so dense. It's like trying to walk through water.
I know the Great Spirit's will is in the center of Rena, but with the world in this state, the entire planet has become its body, right? So doesn't that mean we're already inside it?
I would say that is horrifyingly correct. After all, the further we climb, the denser the astral energy becomes.
What's the matter, Rinwell? Are you not feeling all right?
No, it's nothing like that. It just feels like the energy here is a little more intense than it was before.
You mean Rena's energy?
Yeah, it's like when I made contact with Dahna's will in the wedge. It's almost as though I can understand what Rena's will is thinking.
But Rena's will is supposed to be a lot stronger. Aren't we risking the Great Spirit controlling us if we interact with it directly?
I don't think we have to worry about that. Rena's will is only supposed to control true Renans, like the Helganquil. If we can discern what the Great Spirit is thinking too, we might learn something, a weakness. But just to be safe, let me contact it alone.
Are you insane? Rinwell, you're gonna...
Rinwell!
There was only meant to be one world. And your goal is to make them one. Is this fear? What just happened?
Are you all right? Rinwell? Rinwell, are you okay?
No, I'm fine. I think.
What were you thinking? You could have gotten yourself killed!
He's right. You had us all terrified, Rinwell.
I'm sorry. I really am. But I know now. I know how the Great Spirit thinks. I know what it wants, how it feels. Rena's Great Spirit wants to complete the world.
What's that supposed to mean? Are you saying it's trying to make something?
Yes, exactly. Originally, Dahna and Rena were meant to be one world. But that never happened. They've stayed separated, and the Great Spirit wants to finish the process.
What do you mean, one world? How is that even possible?
I don't know, but its will is clear. That's what the Great Spirit is trying to accomplish. The only problem is that since Rena's energy isn't evenly spread like Dahna's, it seems like it'll vanish before that happens naturally.
So it's trying to absorb Dahna while it still can, so that it can force the two planets to unite. Is that what you're saying?
The Great Spirit is scared. But it's not scared the way a rational person would be. It's more raw and undiluted, like just pure fear.
Like an animal, acting out of instinct. Although admittedly, an animal would be easier to communicate with. At the very least, I have my doubts that it recognizes us as sentient beings with a reason for coming here. Earth, water, fire, and wind energy exist in both worlds, but only darkness and light can be found within Rena and Dahna, respectively. The Renis Alma, as far as we know, the only host capable of harvesting the astral energy, is composed of all six. Knowing all that, Rinwell's findings do sound plausible.
That sounds a lot like Shion's thorns, doesn't it? The whole reason the Great Spirit is trying to unite Dahna and Rena into one world is in order to save itself. And if her thorns are part of the Great Spirit, then they must also be trying to save themselves?
Alphen, what is it?
We thought the only way to free your thorns was for you to die. Yet despite that, they seem to be doing everything in their power to stop that from happening to you. Something wasn't adding up. But then I just realized something. If the Great Spirit doesn't want to die, then neither would your thorns. Those same emotions, that fear, that determination, and its energy must have been the same thing that was keeping you alive. You were its vessel.
In that case, is that why her thorns caused so much pain to anyone who touched her? Because they were trying to protect themselves?
If that's all true, then... well, it's more than a little ironic.
The Great Spirit merely expresses its desires. I imagine it was the Helganquil who were likely tasked with putting together and implementing an actual plan.
Shion.
I'm okay. We need to hurry and clean this mess up before it gets out of hand.
Still, even if the current state of the world is wrong like you said, does that really make everything okay?
If the world had been whole from the start, as it should have been, there'd be no Dahna and no Rena, no masters or slaves, no lords, no crown contest, maybe just peace.
To think, all this started because of the Great Spirit's desire to keep living. The only reason it craves energy is because it's dying from starvation. When you think about it like that, maybe the things it's done aren't so strange after all.
If Rena had been more like Dahna, things would have worked out a whole lot better.
It's like Hevrect 35 told us. The Dahnan and Renan spirits are meant to be completely different beings.
Rena's energy amassing in one place led to its developing a powerful will. But that also made it crave energy, sapping Rena dry until it perished.
Whereas Dahna's energy is dispersed, meaning its will never developed to the same extent. And without that hunger, Dahna the planet was spared.
As for which is correct, well, I'm not sure it's our place to even say. Still, I can't help but think it reminds me a lot of the dichotomy of the human condition.
Dichotomy? What do you mean?
Those who know not satisfaction are driven to keep devouring without limit. But those who are content with their lot in life rarely fulfill their potential. I imagine it's likely that the larger Rena's Great Spirit grew, the more and more powerful its hunger also became.
Everything in moderation. When all's said and done, maybe that's the hardest thing for people to learn.
Courteous, aren't you?
Take this! Raging Luna away! Not today!
Gemini Aqua!
Blow away!
Those flying creatures are a real pain in the butt!
Inspiration blade!
Firmament
Here I
Render!
come! Now, while it's reeling!
Take it down!
Rain slash!
I'm grateful.
Soaring blast! Strike! I owe you one!
Thunder Field!
What?
Dance in the wind!
You're mine!
Air thrust!
Rain slash!
Blah, blah, blah,
Blow away!
Resurrection!
Air pressure!
Take it! One more! Watch and burn
Strike!
the wind! Carve down!
Point flash!
Dance in the wind! Air thrust!
External turret!
There! Go! And again! Dance in the wind! Air thrust!
Point flash!
Take it! This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
The heavens must be smiling.
Wherever we go on this planet, there are machines littered everywhere.
It's impressive to look at as a bystander, but I sure wouldn't want to live here with all of this around.
I know what you mean. There are no fish here. I couldn't cook any of my delicious...
Let's dispose of the trash. Light after lightning to them!
Eat dirt!
Fire an instant! Illuminate the sun! Lunar corruption! Lunar blast!
Rending blast!
Here, let me help.
Sword Rain Alpha!
First aid!
Sorry, I didn't want to put you out.
What are friends for if they can't depend on them?
You're right. I'll bear that in mind.
Hope this works! Radiant
Blow
light!
away!
Searing flame! Reload!
Stun
Thanks so
up!
much!
Void Flash!
Dance in the wind! Annihilate! Feel! Radiant flame! Glacial spear!
I'll stop its charge!
Thanks, Kisara! Thunder field! Alright! It's showtime!
Bad, right?
Yes, Alvin! Very bad!
I don't feel
May a
so
thousand gales tear you to shreds!
Let me free you.
One more time!
Here, let me help.
Ready! Flash! Ball!
Look sharp!
Lightning Tiger Blade!
A victory for the ages.
Hi, Hoodle!
My turn!
May a thousand gales... It'll body slam
You
us
picked
into
the wrong
next
fight.
nail! Too much to handle!
Ready! Flash!
On your
Blew away!
Thunder field! Annihilation!
Pull nothing back!
benediction.
Blew away! Sword Rain Alpha!
Air thrust!
Charge like that could easily be fatal.
Just as well, I'm here to stop it.
You must be tired of hearing me. I'm merely doing what I can to help. Glad you're on us.
Be still!
Here's evil! Vanquish darkness!
Blow away! Try harder! Now! Here I come! Heal! I'm not done! You're mine! You're mine!
Cyan instant!
Blow away! Sword Rain Alpha! Try harder! Not here!
Watch yourself.
Mega Ray!
Sense incredible power.
Raining
Annihilation!
Heal!
Illuminate the dark!
Force Flash!
Glacial spear!
Force Flash!
evil!
You're mine!
Lancer!
Force Flash! Heal! Strike! Rising
Radiant
Blow
Blast!
away! Chill!
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished.
There you go, Alphen!
It's time to end this battle.
I'm right beside you! Illuminate the sun! Magic is there! Freezing storm!
You're mine!
Ice tornado!
Blow away! Catapult! Raining... Try harder! Here I
Radiant
come!
shower!
Dance on the wind.
Raining Slash!
Oh, violent
Sword Rain
now!
Alpha! Totally! In an instant! Impact Block!
I wonder if we can make new weapons with this.
Let's dispose of the trash.
Damn it! Sword Rain Alpha! Ignite! Negative jet!
Photon flash!
Rain blast! Rending you a bloody sword rain alpha!
I can't hold on much longer to go.
Come on, one final.
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished.
There you go, Alphen.
It's time to end this battle.
I'm right beside you.
Shion!
This one's got your name on it!
Action to action.
That was way stronger than regular firepower.
This will be a delicious piece of cake! Hear me!
No dawn will break this night.
Glacial spear!
Not today!
Vanquish darkness!
Here I come! Raging Luna Storm! Raining blast!
Hear me!
Strike!
Glacial spear!
Raining blast! Bloody I'm not done! Here I come!
Here's a healing arc!
Bloody Raining blast!
Another incantation ruined.
Raging Luna Storm!
In here! None shall
Not
take you
done!
on such a win!
Raining flash! This one keeps charging us!
That's what my shield's for. Get behind me.
Good! I'll leave it to you!
I can't heal you forever! Glacial spear!
Blow
Here's
away!
evil!
Be still!
Freeze Lancer! Render!
Point flash!
I'm ready.
Dance on the wind!
Go! Mega Ray!
Blow away!
They smite with blackened blade. In a bind,
Mega Ray!
The
Not
flame
on my
inside
watch.
me yearns to be let free!
resonate with the earth.
Will
this help?
Blow away!
And blood.
We got your energy! Illuminate it!
Kisara! Commander of Heaven!
Phoenix Cyclone!
I'm pretty worn out.
Want to rest up for a bit?
So those thorns of Shion's, they're really a part of Rena's great spirit?
Most likely, but only a small fragment of it in the big picture. I don't sense a will of its own emanating from them.
If it's that insignificant, is there that much point getting rid of it?
Thanks, Kisara!
Try harder! No, you can't!
Thanks for the healing.
Watch yourself, okay?
Yeah, you too.
Here goes! More with that!
No escape! No escape! Try harder!
Holy Lush!
You're mine!
Here goes!
Negative J.
Burn it hell! Here I come!
You apart.
Sword Rain Alpha!
Heal Force! Lightning
Now I can let
Condemn!
loose.
Thunder Blade! Magic is
Raining
there!
Flash!
Holy
Blow
Land!
away. Raining Flash!
It's weakened.
This ends now! In an instant! Impact Block! We work well together.
Like a finely timed waltz.
Point Flash! Stardust!
Photon Flash! Dance in the wind! In here! Let's get you all tucked away!
Try this!
Photon
Raining
Flash!
Flash!
More with that!
Grind you into dust!
Photon Flash! Lightning
Soaring
Condemn!
Point Flash! Flash!
Magic is there!
Flash! The flame inside me yearns to be let free! Take this!
Being interrupted.
You're mine!
Corruption!
I'm not done!
Back into the fray! Natural meditation! one's mine! Dance in the wind!
I'll smash you!
Feel! Language
Eagle Ray! Here I come!
The enemy is going all
Rena
out!
Alpha!
None shall escape my judgment!
Flame inside me! Cure! To be let free!
Language darkness!
I'm in your death, Dahna.
And tonight's meal is on you.
You've got what to make.
Astral energy!
Say no more.
Well done!
Here I come!
Hope this works!
Point blast! I have no limits! Mercy! Sword Rain Alpha! Burn!
Cyanid blossoms!
Blow away!
We're natural energy! Raging cascade!
Blow away!
Shattering magic command!
No Raining blast! Acceleration wave!
Astral energy! Full throttle!
We can really make weapons with this?
That equipment should come in handy.
A dead end, huh?
Why don't we just use this?
Wait!
Jeez! Don't scare me like that! What, is there something wrong with it?
No, it's not that. It's just, this is it. Whatever it is, we're about to find out.
It's the moment of truth. There's no turning back now till we've won. Either we get through this, or we vanish along with the rest of the world as we know it. Is everyone ready?
We've come this far. I'm not about to turn tail now. I say we knock this thing out and head back home.
It's time to relegate the past to where it belongs. It's been a long journey getting here, but it ends now.
No, this isn't the end. Once we've overthrown the old order, there's still the task of creating a new world.
A world without divisions, where no one cares whether you're Dahna or Renan, or if you have magic or not. You're right. We have to win this.
Let's get going then. After all, our future awaits.
Our future. One free of tyranny and exploitation. For the freedom to live with those we hold dear. And for a new era. Let's go! giant flower?
We're finally here then.
But then, where is the core of the Great Spirit? Or the Renaissance, for that matter.
According to Hevrek 35, this should be where we find the core.
Rinwell, do you sense anything?
This is definitely where the energy of the Great Spirit is strongest, but what's giving off the most energy is the flower we're standing on.
That said, we're not gonna be able to destroy something this huge. You want me to hit it and see what happens?
Hey, look!
Renaissance!
Is that like Dahna's astral energy? But why?
What?
Stay sharp! Something's coming! Spirit's core?
And in order to fight us, it's taken on this form?
My thorns. I feel them whirling inside me. They're getting restless. I'm certain of it. This is the source of my thorns, and of my visions. This is the darkness that will consume all existence.
Do now? Renaissance was inside that thing. I don't think we'll win this fight without it.
We have to get it back. We will find a way somehow.
Agreed. And now that it has a physical form, cutting through it's what we'll do.
Great Spirit, I understand you want to live. You've made that very clear. However, if you're planning on destroying everything, then first, you'll have to get through us. Everyone, let's go!
We're not energy for you to consume, and we're not puppets for you to control!
Only humankind has a right to determine their own future. We will never let something like you take that away from us.
I'm sorry, but we won't let you take any more away from us. We'll do whatever it takes to stop you!
I fight to quell the sound of anguish from our world. That it may be filled with joy and peace once again.
Give it back! Give it all back! Give us back our world and give me back my own life!
Once and for all, we are going to end centuries of terror and death. Right here, right now.
Let's go!
Blow away! Incineration wave!
Lightning
Phoenix!
Lightning condensed! Thunder blade! Resurrection! The enemy is going all out! Here!
Sword Rain Alpha!
Elusive spear!
Sword Rain Alpha!
I'm nearly done for. I couldn't make it in time.
Maybe show Kisara a little kindness.
She is strong. She can handle herself.
You can be really dense, Dohna.
On your knees. Shop it. Begin. No further.
None shall escape my judgment. This one's mine. Dance in the wind.
They smite
By the power of water. More for the stockpile. Do it.
Raining slash.
Astral energy.
Say no more.
Mega ray.
Here I come. Elucidum. Burn in hell.
Banana. Let's go.
Dahna.
Lightning. Deathfall.
I'll face you.
Lightning. Holy deathfall. Damn it.
I start Russia. Try this.
Mega ray.
You're being targeted.
By the
An astral art?
That's my cue.
What in the world is this?
Shut him down.
In here.
On your I'm not done. Air pressure. Now I can let loose.
Here is the flame of fury. Burning strike. Glacial spear. Here's the evil.
I've been hit with something.
So even a masochist has its limits.
Not feeling so great.
No escape. Arts are being interrupted. Raining slash. Soaring cloud. Try harder. My turn. Flew away. I'm not done.
Leave the forces to me!
Flew away.
Watch yourself. Incredible power.
Dazzle. Rising Phoenix. I'm not done. You're finished. You're my time. Clear for us. Here I come.
Freeze Lancer.
Flew away. Raining slash. They smite. Flew away.
Lightning condemned.
It's over.
Illuminate the
Another incantation ruined.
Try harder. Now. Here I come. We did it. My turn. Here.
Just when I radiant here.
Flew away. Raining slash. Flew away. Here I come. Struck. Flew away.
Dance in the wind.
More to heal me. To stop you dying?
Thunder. One more time. Freezing storm.
Raining slash.
Holy land.
Flew away.
Tornado.
Next.
As impressive as always.
Here I hope there was improvement.
No, I mean, you're even better than ever.
I've never seen Xion actually look flustered.
I'm ready. Chill.
This ends now.
Consider yourself finished.
After all that, it's still standing. Just how strong is this thing?
Doesn't matter. Just have to keep kicking its ass until it bites the dust.
The Great Spirits!
Damn, must have been conserving its energy for an escape. That bastard took off with the Renaissance!
We can't stand here and wait for it to come back. We'll have to follow it through there.
You're right. I don't like it, but we've got no choice.
Yeah. No matter what, we can't let it get away.
All right, let's go.
I'm surprised we can stand here at all. What in the hell is this place?
Beats me. I've never seen anything like it. More importantly, where's the Great Spirit?
Look! Over there!
What in the world? It's changing shape?
Oh, this is bad.
It looks like it's regaining all of its energy. It's going to grow even bigger than before.
Damn it. Come on, we've got to find a way to...
Watch out! Something's heading our way!
Guess they're here to try to stop us. There's so many of them.
That means we've got it running scared. Let's take these out and keep moving!
Get out of our
our way already!
I didn't expect such base tactics from a supreme being.
You can't assume we're fighting something that thinks like a human!
Whatever it is, it's wasting time that we don't have.
Yeah, not only that, but that thing is getting bigger by the minute.
It's starting to slow down the more it grows. We should be able to catch up soon enough.
We just need to hold on. Stay strong, everyone, and stand your ground. Throw away! Sword Rain Alpha!
Do it!
Stop its charge!
In an instant! Impact Claw!
On your knees.
Not a chance!
A freezing storm! Can't be
Raining
won!
Try harder!
Ice tornado!
Throw away! Try harder! Not a chance! Be still! Force Flash!
Raging storm! By the power of your light! Gravitas field!
Raining Slash! Crush!
Thunder
Raining
field!
Slash!
Raging
not done.
cascade! Lunar corruption!
You picked the wrong
Magic
fight!
Shazam! By the power of water! Let astral energy!
Blow away!
Burning strike!
Incineration Wave! It's over!
Just what I
Your
need!
cow!
Raging cascade! See
Raging
it here!
Blow away!
I'll be saving
I'm
your
raining
life!
flash!
Can't get out of
Power
bed!
of my healing arts to
Here I
accomplish
come!
this! Raging
Crush!
Demon Blast! Resurrection!
Soaring blast!
Illuminate
You're mine!
into the shadows! Holy
Blow away!
Holy Radiant
Raining Slash!
Begin!
Lunar corruption!
Take this! The flame inside is yours to be let free!
Now! Dohalim! This one's got your name on it!
Action to action!
Watch and
I'll
Thank you!
You're mine!
permanent pressure!
Raining
Freezing
Slash!
storm!
Ignite!
The tempest engulfs you!
Wall!
Raining
They give
Slash!
the abyssal deep
Blow away!
for us to pass!
Lunar corruption!
Try harder!
By the power of water! Now!
Raining Slash! Ball! Look sharp!
Lightning Tiger Blade!
Brace yourselves! We're going to crash!
We caught up to it.
Hold on. Why did it stop absorbing the energy from Dahna?
Like it or not, it lacks the means to do so whilst fighting us. We've become the bigger threat and forced its hand.
All right, then. Let's get to work so we can take back the Renaissance.
This madness ends! Right here, right now! And this time, we really mean it!
We've all come so far. We've faced so much. We can't get through this. Together.
Naturally, we are all leaving this fight alive.
Hell, I'm just getting warmed up. You ain't seen nothing yet.
The Great Spirit's getting desperate. So stay on your toes, everyone.
Incineration Wave! Take this! Its power's overwhelming.
Then let's whittle down that thing's power. Go!
Right. Let's start with the arms.
Let's do this, Law!
Leave it to me!
Everyone, I'm counting on you.
Raining Flash!
Flame of Endurance!
Rising Phoenix!
Illuminate the dark! Magic is there! Holy Lance!
You're
Freeze
finished!
Lancer!
Blow away!
Bestow thy
Radiant
beauty.
Raging Storm! Here's the evil!
Force Flash!
Tunnel!
Strike!
Freeze Lancer!
Boy, this one's all mine!
Lunar
You're mine!
Raging Storm!
Burn!
Lock!
Deity!
You and me! From here on out! We did it!
Light.
I can't heal you forever! Amazing! All that astral energy!
I don't like the look of this.
We have to stop it! It's back! Sword Rain Alpha!
Everlasting
Rending
I will
Flash!
heal you all!
Negative
Holy
gate.
Land!
On your
Blow away!
Healing Circle!
Incineration Wave! Thanks! You're mine!
Gaia Instant!
No more dithering!
Our future begins here!
Always impressive.
I guess that makes two of us then.
Now all that's left is the middle.
Let's do it!
Raining flash!
Everlasting
Blow
jump!
away!
Lightning orb!
Incinerate away!
Cascade!
Here's it!
Magic is there!
You're finished!
Who wants that?
Sword Rain Alpha!
Raging Luna Storm!
Blue escape! Not a chance! Not today!
This one's mine!
In a bind?
Lunar corruption! Dig
Imitation carve through armor! Outrun you into dust!
Far enough!
Raging Luna Storm!
Everyone okay?
Still alive somehow, if that's what you mean.
Here, let me heal you.
It's you and me!
This is it.
This ends now!
Alphen!
Yeah! We're both fine. We're going to start the ceremony now, before it can recover. Shion.
Yeah.
I've returned, just as I told you I would.
Hurry! The Great Spirit is reviving itself!
Shion! Absorbing the Great Spirit!
Apologies. I can't suppress it for very long.
hand it over right now. You plan to use this to defeat the Great Spirit. Which is precisely why I'm here. Stand aside and watch. So then you know how to destroy the Great Spirit. Just as well as you and your sorry lot. The Great Spirit that tried to control me will be annihilated. I won't let you do that! Yet do it I shall. And there's nothing you can do to stop me. You bastard! I shall fulfill my duty as a ruler. With this power, I'll bury that woman and the Great Spirit. Then this charade will finally end. Save everyone. And Xion! Silence. I'll tear you apart, slay the girl and the Great Spirit, and erect a fortress of death over both worlds. What do you get from all this? When you have all that power, what will you do? My dominion shall reign over all existence. Nothing else matters. That's it? This is so you can rule over all existence just because? Despicable as they were, even the other lords, even the Great Spirit had a future in life. But you have nothing, only death. So what? It matters little. You're pathetic. Truly pathetic. And you're not. You are a failure. Empty. A sovereign who couldn't even die in his own time as he was meant to. You're right. I used to wonder why I was still alive after so long. There are things in this world, in the here and now, that are worth protecting. That is what I'm still here. And I won't let you take them away! You control others to keep from being controlled, but that's a path of never-ending hatred! Don't you understand? It can only end in destruction. The only way to avoid it, with forgiveness! Words are a coward. The weakness disgusts me. You're wrong. It takes true power to forgive! I have no use for forgiveness. The strong shall always triumph here. You say that because you've been alone so long. If you had someone, anyone to turn to, a single friend, someone to love, people who would support and guide you, you can't have been alone your whole life. Remembers the lashes of those. Each strike spreading a stream of fire across my back. The masters who killed slaves for sport. And the slaves who sacrificed their compatriots that they might live. There is no love, no friendship, not there or anywhere else. Is there no way for you to see this differently? Enough! You gamble the fate of this world to save a single life, and yet I am the evil one? How utterly ridiculous. It's true. Maybe it is selfish of me to want to save her, but I swore that I would let no one else be sacrificed in his battle. I can't bear to see her die. You and I are so much more alike than I had ever imagined. No, we're not. I want a world built on kindness, on giving, on warmth. You take and destroy. I'm nothing like you. Infernal Torrent! You will beg me for mercy! Infernal Torrent! Incineration Wave! Power is all! Rending Blast! You picked the wrong fight! Try this! Explosion! I am proof of it! All others shall be banished!
Take this! Explosive ring! Try this!
The blazing sword. With the power Shion has bestowed upon me.
I'll take you down! Burn in hell! It's on! Run it! It's over! You are the last obstacle impeding my progress! Die! That's my blood! I'll show you the limits of your solitude!
What you've done is evil. There's no denying that. I know you didn't walk your path out of weakness, but merely from misguided strength. Misguided because you were alone. Because you had no friends to keep you on the straight and narrow. No one to use all that strength for, other than yourself. That loneliness could make a monster out of anyone. Out of me. I understand. And I forgive you, Volrun. I don't need your victor's pity. And you can choke on your vain forgiveness. Don't! You wish to save this world? To make your selfish dreams into reality? If you choose to walk that path, you choose a path of betrayal, despair, and corruption. And in the darkness at the end, I'll be waiting for you! Volrun! I'm sorry. The Renaissance is...
Yes. But you still possess the blazing sword. It may not be quite as strong as the Rena's Alma, but nonetheless...
I can't. I would never. It would kill you!
My thorns, they're... Soon the great astral spirit will break free. And when that happens, no one will be spared. But there's still time. You can still destroy the thorns. And me with them.
But that's exactly what we've been fighting to prevent. I promised I would find a way to save you.
You did. I know. But I don't want you to die either. So please, don't let me be the end of the world.
That's it. Look! The path Dahna's energy flowed through is still open. we can use it to call out to Dahna's will!
Alphen, what are you saying?
Don't you remember? Rinwell said there was a little bit of Dahna's will inside all of us. If there is a way everyone can come together to form Dahna's will, then maybe we can ask for it to help us, to find us a way out of this.
Are you really saying that if all of Dahna thinks of saving us, it will become the will of the planet itself? That's madness.
Maybe so, but it's the only way we can save you. And the only way to save Rena, too.
To save Rena?
That's right. Rena's will never had evil intent. If we're saving everyone, that includes them. I don't want to live in a world without you, Xion. And I'm tired of living a life built on death.
Alphen, I'm with you.
Collective will of Dahna, hear my plea! I want to save Xion! And I want to save Rena too! I want to end this cycle of one joy, constantly being sacrificed for another's pain! So please, grant us your strength!
Let's go!
I want to feel your hair like